Then, in those days, this would probably be $20, $25 retail. Today, it'd be over $100. Hi, I'm Stan Blauer, chairman of Shed Rain. It's my grandson, Ben. We're going to take you through the archives and show you some of the things we used to do many, many years ago.
After almost 80 years in business, there's so many samples that we've collected over the years. My grandfather's gonna come show us some.
During the 1950s and 60s, elegant umbrellas were the thing. Rhinestones were a big deal. This is we call a cocktail umbrella, and it was used for special occasions if a lady was going to the opera.
Even things like sterling silver for handles were used, to make some more ornate, formal items. There's even a few more, but you can tell how petite these umbrellas used to be. They don't make them like this anymore, do they?
Well, for men, this was an elegant print. Italian fabric that we brought in. The handle was an Italian handmade fabric handle, and we cut, sew, and assemble the umbrella here in the U.S.
How many years were we cutting and sewing in Oregon?
Well, we started that way. Everything used to be made in the U.S. All the components were made here. Frames were made here, handles were made here, everything, fabrics. Eventually, we started going offshore to get other things, but we were still cutting and sewing and assembling here all the way into the early 90s. Again, handle made in Italy, umbrella made here.
Did you do much traveling overseas to go find these handles, handpick them yourself?
Well, for me, my father traveled to Italy at least once a year and spent maybe a month over there buying handles and fabrics and so forth. One of our friendly competitors out of New York, my father and he used to go there together, and they used to fight over who they're going to buy, who's going to buy this, who's going to buy that. But it was a friendly competitor.
Talk about this one. What's this one? Is this a men's handle?
That was basically a man's umbrella, but women would use this too if they want a bigger coverage.
Yeah.
But that was probably from the 70s.
Very cool.
Ruffles became a very, again, frilly. This was more like the 70s, and exciting look, very, very feminine.
Is that more of a parasol, not really meant for the rain? Or
no, it's for the rain, and this is beautiful prints. I love the handmade wooden handles like this for men. They're just beautifully made.
It almost mimics like an ostrich leather, but for
wood.
It's
just beautiful.
Cool.
It's just beautiful. And now there's no handle on this, but this is another interesting look for a ruffle. Very fancy, very, very elegant and feminine.
What would these retail for?
Then, in those days, this would probably be a $20, $25 retail. Today, it'd be over $100.
Wow. And what?
Because of all the labor in it.
Right. But what sort of quantities were we producing these higher end styles in?
The higher end styles, they were not big quantities. The average retail price early on was like under $10. So if you get anything in the $20, $25 range, it had to be special. Mm-hmm. Today, these are like I say, they'd be $60, $70 to $100 and more. All because of inflation and everything else, of course. Again, elegance, fabric. With an elegant handle. The sterling silvers were always beautiful. I liked the handmade work on the sterling handles and all these other special handles. Some of them were still covered up from way back, but everything was pencil thin. It's pencil thin. This has been probably here for 40 years.
This line was a kind of like more recent rendition of an homage to some of the older stuff that we did. This, Grandpa, when did we do this? Like 2010?
Yeah, earlier, just right in the early 2000s we started.
Yeah, early 2000s. Also Italian fabrics, Italian frame that we partnered with a wonderful maker overseas to
turn it over and show them how the handle and shaft are one piece.
See how it's just one continuous piece.
That's very expensive to do.
Yeah. These would retail for what, $199, I believe.
Well over 100, maybe almost 200.
Yeah, I remember when we first came out with these. They were so exciting and nice. I always wanted to give them to like my teachers for gifts, you know, in elementary school.
Very pencil thin umbrella with a handle made in Italy. It still has the handle made in Italy on it. So these are a perfect example of what was very exciting at the time.
After all these years, stock in the warehouse, it still functions open.
I mean, it's still, you can get it wet. It's okay. It's a good example of the craftsmanship and the dressy times. You know, the dressy times.
Today, it's more about technology and you know, standing up to the elements. It's less about. I mean, still every bit about design, but I'd say less formal. More modernity.
Things are much more casual these days. It all started with Casual Fridays.
that was the first domino.
Yeah.
This one's pretty wild. This is it's a lady's umbrella with a wrist strap and then a ornate base of the handle, and then when you flip it open, there's a little compartment on the inside. And if you get really close in, you can see just the engraving, the detail of the engravings and the grooves of the base of the handle. It was all, just like Stan said, it was all very formal. Found it.
This is a double cover, what we call a double cover. Look at the inside. So it's really two covers. It's really two covers in one.
We still do double canopy umbrellas.
This was called, for not very elegant description, but this is called a bend down. So that shape was different, but we sold a lot of these called bend downs. What it was is the rib was made specially flat right here. So instead of, it's not like this all the way like today, a regular umbrella would have this fluted rib all the way to the end. This one is flat here, so we get a bend down effect, and the tightness of the cover bends the rib, so that you get this look. It was all import Italy, called our umbrella line.
Okay.
It's basically an Italian umbrella made for our as a second line.
Okay.
And that's more recent than in the history.
It's a take on an old style.
Yeah, it's traditional look of elegance. So they still make them.